Perak, how to calculate the ROI of SEO for a marketing strategy? Well, this is the common question that I get asked numerous times because let's be honest, SEO is an online marketing strategy, and unlike any other marketing strategy out there, even SEO is something where one invests a dollar in and expects to pull out two or maybe three. And all this while, I used to say to my leads that it depends. It depends on a lot of factors, your average lead value, your average order value, the primary service that brings in the most money for your business, that particular service or product actual keyword, and what's the average traffic volume for that keyword, the keyword difficulty, who your top rankers are, your domain rating, and so on. But this never really made sense and get idea to my clients or get a picture of how this would fuel up their business more. In fact, it overwhelmed them with these jargons and technical terms. So when you get asked a question like this where you are supposed to talk in numbers, and when you don't really hit the nail by giving an estimate figure, chances are your leads are going to turn you down and move on to the other agencies. And I know, as an agency owner, we never want to make our prospects feel stupid or give them false hopes and promises. But if we have to be real, it is indeed really difficult to give an exact or even an estimated figure. So, how did I overcome this challenge? Well, just like you guys, even I tried searching up on Google and YouTube to find to find a ready-made SEO ROI calculator. And I personally tried using their Google Sheets because it's always best to reinvent a wheel than creating something new from scratch. But honestly, it never really made sense to me at all. No disrespect to all these creators out here and these different agency owners, but there are so many inputs, so many mathematical complex calculations going on that it literally confuses you and you feel like destroying your laptop. So unlike others, I created this tool on my website where any local business owner or an e-commerce brand owner can see exactly how much it would cost them to run an SEO campaign and how long it will usually take to run an SEO campaign and how much money you'll make back. That is your return on investment. By the way, this entire tool is completely free, not a single penny is charged, and you can easily access by clicking on the link mentioned in the pinned comment. So first and foremost, once you land on my page, you select if you run a local business or you are an e-commerce store owner. Next, you enter the product or service. Let's say the service that you provide, you are a plastic surgeon and you are offering facelifts. So in this case, you want to actually insert your actual service, which is facelift, but at the same time, you don't want to enter the same service in terms of the target keyword. You actually want to do some research with the help of SEO tools like SEMrush. So over here, I'll go to SEMrush, and this obviously helps you figure out all the different data that you can populate in my app for you to be able to forecast and calculate the ROI of your SEO. And so for this reason, you simply need to come to the SEMrush dashboard, as I mentioned before. And by the way, SEMrush offers 7-day free trial on their official site once you sign up. But if you use my affiliate link mentioned in the pinned comment, you'll get additional 7 days of trial, which means if you sign up using my link, you'll be able to access all the SEMrush features for 14 days. That's an additional week of free trial, and that too absolutely free. So once you sign up, you hover to the dashboard and then you hop onto the keyword magic tool. And for that, you just need to go to the sidebar and search for, you have SEO. Inside this SEO tab, you'll find keyword magic tool. So just go over there and type in the keyword. So over here, I'll just type in facelift and hit enter. Obviously, you can change the location based on where you are, but just for this demonstration purpose, we are going to select United States. And over here, you need to, choose different filters. So in this case, I want the intent. I want the intent behind my keywords to be either commercial or transactional. So over here in the intent, I will select commercial and transactional and paste or apply. These are the only intents that I want, since I want the traffic landing on my page to convert, and that's obviously you as a business owner would want to, right? And in today's world, in today's date, it doesn't really make sense now to post informational driven content on your website. I've already documented why and what else needs to be done. So if you can click on that I button, you can watch how the new Google's AI mode has literally destroyed the traditional SEO and what you need to do. So as I was saying, you need to select these options. Also, you need to make sure that your keyword difficulty is in the range from 0 to easy, which is 29. You can see easy is from 15 to 29. So we'll take the max value 29 and we'll hit apply. And then we want to make sure that the volume, you can see volume is basically the traffic landing on a particular, traffic searching for this particular key term. So you need to sort it from highest to lowest. And here you can see we have mini facelift, we have mini facelift cost, we have facelift near me. So I think this makes a lot of sense, because when you search for near me inside your particular key term, then it's pretty evident that the person searching for this key phrase is actually looking to find a clinic near their place. So we'll just copy this. We have keyword difficulty as 26, volume as 1000, and we are going to remember all these things and go back to our this SEO ROI calculator tool on my website. And here I will paste this target keyword. Next, what we want is we want to enter the average monthly search volume, which in our case is 1000. So let's enter that. What is the keyword difficulty? It's 26. Let me just cross check. Yes, it is. Next up, we want to enter our current domain rating. So let's say I run my website. What I would need to do in that case is I need to go to domain overview and paste my domain URL. And that's how I will come to know my keyword difficulty. Just for an example purpose, let's say a doctor just started or just got the website built and they've posted few blogs here and there. So their domain rating is somewhere about 5. And if we were to find what are the domain ratings of the top 3 competitors, then we can just click on this keyword. And now we would know that who are the top rankers. So as we scroll down in the SERP analysis inside the SEMrush dashboard, you'll see that plasticsurgery.org, Dr. I believe it's Anthony Corrado. So, you need to find out that you are just extracting out different clinic websites and not just any citations or local directories. So I believe position 2, position 3, and 6 are those which are actually legit, you can say, doctors or plastic surgery clinics which can offer facelift surgeries. So we need to copy this. We open the domain overview tab inside our Chrome and inside in a new tab, and we click on search. Here you would know the authority score is 28. Basically that's your domain rating, and here you'll enter DR as 28. Next, we want to do the same thing for this. So let me just copy. Here, instead of Dr. Anthony, I'll insert this. We have 23, so let's enter 23. Then we have this one. All right, we'll just copy and we'll paste it over here. Now we have 29, so let's enter 29. All right, now what is the average value of a lead from this keyword? So assuming that you got a patient who wants to look for, who wants to get a facelift done. So how much do you actually charge? Like, what's the average lead volume? Is it $5,000? Is it $10,000? Whatever the case is, you just need to enter that value over here. But assuming that we are taking an average, let's say it's $2,000. So I'll just enter $2,000 over here, and I will click on calculate results. Now what this is going to do is basically calculate and forecast the ROI of SEO. As you can see, it shows how much time it would take for your website to rank on the page 1, how much you'll need to pump into your SEO campaign, what would be your monthly revenue you can expect from the traffic landing on your site, and your overall ROI in percentage. Now this calculation is very conservative. We assume that even if your web page ranks on the page 1 of Google SERPs, you get only 20% of the traffic landing on your site, because we are taking very, very conservative figures. We are not being very optimistic and very, over the top results. We are just expecting that you get a tiny portion of the traffic despite you ranking on the page 1. So assuming you get 20% of the traffic landing on your web page, but despite that 20%, you convert only 3% of those into actual inquiries or booked appointments. So obviously, these metrics over here shown can vary depending on how well your sales or landing page copy is, how good your call to actions are, how much trust and authority you can build through, social proof, testimonials, reviews, and digital PR, etc. So the logic over here is very simple. We have a mathematical calculations happening in the back end, so you don't have to worry about it. But if I have to give you an idea of the process and how it comes to this calculation, then let me tell you that this SEO cost is all based on just two things: the backlinks and content, which are really core parts of SEO. But although they are not the entire aspects of SEO or not all aspects of SEO, but they are pretty much the core. If you miss out on these, then you're never going to rank. So there are so many other things which you can escalate this process with the help of, Google My Business. If you own a local business, you can utilize digital PR in your campaigns. You have different content assets that you can build on your website and so on. There are so many ways you can go about it. So the cost displayed over here is just for the backlinks and content, as I said before. If you're doing other things in the SEO as mentioned before, then of course the cost will go up, and so the traffic landing on your page will go up as well. So that way you have better chances of conversion and more you'll see positive ROI. So it's really, the more sugar you add in your coffee, the sweeter it's gonna get. So it's the same logic over here. If you can secure more than 2 links a week and can push out more than 8 content pieces on your website, the time taken to rank will also decrease, but again at the same time the cost will go up. Also, this SEO cost doesn't take into consideration if you were to hire an SEO agency, because now essentially they'll be doing everything for you on your behalf, and you can then utilize that time saved into expanding your business and coming up with better no-brainer offers. So SEO is by far the cheapest online marketing channel, if I have to be honest. The cost per lead is very, very low compared to other streams. And once you start ranking and you get consistent leads, and if you decide to pause your active SEO efforts, it will still bring in new prospects, and all those leads will be eventually free. Now, I know the other question that you might be having is, well, all that is great, Prerak, but how do we find someone to run SEO for us? Well, in this video right here, I go over the exact steps for you to decide whether hiring an SEO agency, a freelancer, or an in-house marketing team makes the most sense for you.